Hi, I'm Mary Gunn. Welcome to FUNN University. Hello, I'm Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, founder and head professor of FUNN University, which is my pleasure to be here tonight because I get to show off some of the good stuff the students have been doing just in May. If you're not familiar with FUNN University is a premium education program featuring paper crafting, especially scrapbooking, card making, and then a couple other things that I just kind of throw in the pot because I like to throw things in. We have been in beta testing for a year, and we have some very, very excellent students who have followed us all the way through that year, and we're just going to give them a little spotlight tonight. This is Student Showcase, where we are going to be showing off their homework if they want. Homework is, in a nutshell, something the student can do in reaction to what they learned in a lesson. It is in FUNN University's or on FUNN University's campus. We have Scrapbook Lab, Cards Plus Lab, and Crop Lab. Each one of those, they can do a homework, something that they not something they just copy necessarily, but something they put their own spin on, use their own products, use their own stamps, use their own colors that they like, and put it together and put it in the homework. It does a couple things. One is, oh, look at there, Kim, bless your heart, give her some hearts. I would if I could. Here, I'll just say kiss. I'm just going to send you a kiss your brain. Kiss your brain. One of the things, but anyway, what it does, I got all thrown off. It opens that little piece of that little project in the gallery. It opens up a private conversation with me, and we can talk about it and work on things that maybe need improving or things that I think are awesome. And then there's a place where somebody can say something about it. It's all good. There's also, however, a lounge, and if you have questions on a project, you can post them there, and we are welcome. And we are glad to, say, try this, try that. So it's all very interconnected and very incredible. It's not like anything you have seen. So anyway, I am going to show off some of these brilliant, brilliant students and hope there's another brilliant student, Sue. She's got a lot in here. Kim has a couple, but Sue has a lot. So we do 4 cards per lab, so that's 12 cards that I make every month. There's at least 11 hours of live classes that are then archived. But so here's a little funny about Sue that's here. It just showed up. She was posting homework, and she was posting homework for all 4 cards that I demonstrated, and I said, I was going, that's incredible that you're doing that. She said, I thought you had to, and I said, no, you don't. Yeah, you have to. You have to do all 4. So no, you don't. Anyway, we're just glad to have it all work out. Let me see if this is going to work out, and hope that Eunice won't bother us tonight. And thank you for being here. Let's get started. All right. Oh, yes. Miss Vicky does have something here. I remember now. Okay, this is fun. I get to sit here and look. So this was in, if you look at this, it says, there's our logo, FUNN University, and tonight I was really hoping to have a FUNN University baseball cap because my hair is bad. But we had Student Showcase, which it looks really great. Look at that, how that flips around. There's our super glue guys. And then at the top it says the name of the lab and the title or the subject of the class and the date. And there's our beautiful Vicky, and she made these wonderful little cards. This was in Dots, Lines, and Designs. We don't do any kits at FUNN University. We are completely integral in our approach. It's all about teaching how to do, putting your own spin on it, personalizing. We're way, way, way deep down the rabbit hole in personalizing projects. And so she did a beautiful job on these. I made these. I can't even remember what the deal was exactly, but it was a bent line. So, and it was all with scraps, and she pulled some out, and she did a great job. So Vicky, we always love having her in class, and it's fun. Am I supposed to do right or left? Right. Okay, and she did a beautiful job. So kiss your brain, Vicky. You did a good one. Oh, you get a couple projects in too. This is by a rather new student, Amy P, and she did this little great thing. Now think of this, guys, if you are watching this not from the university standpoint, this would make a great Father's Day card. I think this one's real, not purple maybe, unless you went to K-State, and then you get away with purple everything. But I think she did a better job on this card than I did in class, that's for sure. I think so. So yeah, I'm seeing that makes you think outside the box, and I have always just replied to that, what box? So yeah, we're gonna have to have a box sometime that says, and have empty inside, and then, or kits or something, and then on the outside we'll have FUNN University. So that's right. So Amy, we're glad to have you on campus, and you're gonna see lots of her projects. She has quite a few, I think. Here's another one. We also talk about design. This was a very simple design, which is such a go-to thing. It's just pulls you right in there. You don't have to worry about it. It's a simple idea. This one, she has a little note. Oh, this was by Inspired By. We were inspired this month by things from the kitchen and packaging from the kitchen. And this one was her Cheerios, her Cheerios inspiration, but she changed it up a lot. And it really works well. I think she did a super job. Somebody's going to get a great graduation card. Thank you again, Miss Amy. I'm going to see if I've got all these comments. Yeah, there we go. Aw, thanks, she says. Oh, this was your favorite lesson, the Cheerios one? I didn't. Tell me again on that one. I'd like to know. Let's go on and see some more. Oops. What happened? Hang on. Eunice visited. Okay, here's another one by Amy P. And she had that big pom-pom laying around. Well, dadgummit, let's get it used. This was another thing, we were doing some background shading on this one that turned out really cool. I think we had 3 or 4 on that background, and it was a very good, it was fun. And she just has a really cute little Mother's Day card. And one thing that I have enjoyed so much about using my older products is I like them, and I've just enjoyed being able to pull them out and go, oh, I've got that. And then honestly, I've done this for so long that I see new products coming through and I go, I think I got something that's pretty darn similar, and I just pull it out and do it. Oh, see, Sue's already, she's getting inspired by this, so that's real neat. That's neat. Anyway, this one's really sweet. I think those little colors are just perfect together. And it's very Mother's Day. Go pom-poms, Mama. Oops, we didn't want to go again. Eunice. Okay, all right. Because I moved that one. Okay, that's all. Here we go, and a Cards Plus Lab again by Kim from Florida. And she's using that same technique. She loved the Cheerios class. Well, who doesn't love a good Cheerios class? We did have a lot of fun with it. I think it was the first one out of the chute for our Inspired By. And it really was quite inspiring too. We've done. Your mom did love that card. Well, I should think she would. That was neat. So anyway, we did have a lot of fun being inspired by Cheerios, and I don't know how you can see how that inspiration translated here, but it truly did, and it was a fun class. I can't remember. We'll just keep looking. Thanks, Kim. Here's another one by Kim. Oh yes, that's right. I think she has 3 in a row. This was just so pretty. She just used background texture paper, and I think that's a Picture My Life card in the middle. Fun thing about the Picture My Life card or Project Life card, we're going to be personalizing those this week or this month on campus, June. We're going to be learning all sorts of good stuff about that. It's just not going to be, because the premise is, I worked from kits for many, many years, and finally I got tired of trying to fit in somebody else's box, because my family isn't one that fits into a box. Like we were talking about boxes. I got tired of, I wanted to do something personal. If I'm going to go to all the work to do a scrapbook layout and make a scrapbook, I want it so incredibly personal that the next generation or whomever comes in there and sees that and they go, I can feel her personality. So that's what we're doing. And what is real cool is the students are picking up on that too. And they're going, this isn't that hard. And they're getting to use, a lot of students, we talk, but we have a lot of stuff. And so it's really cool that we get to use some of our stuff that we have. And it's not just a, anyway, so that's what we do. And this is a beautiful card. And she just used background texture paper. It was really good. She loved the technique. Loved the colors. It was, yeah, the bunny was darling. Can you guess which inspiration cereal this was? That's right. It's Cheerios. And we even had a discussion, didn't we, Kim, about this one when we were. Kim makes the cards right along with us during class. We do 4 cards a week, and so they each get about 15 minutes. They're simple enough. We talk a lot about technique and design and things. So, and then she finishes them up on her own. But she does a lot right there in class. It always amazes me. I'm trying to keep my act together, and she's over there just being creative. So it's really fun. And here's one by Sherry. We call her EE because she has been our beta tester, Eagle Eye. By the way, I want to congratulate Sherry on being the lead on the lead board this month for the leader. She was the top dog for activity. And but anyway, she's EE because she finds out all of our little glitches, sometimes before we do, and oftentimes before we do. And she's just been a great support of FUNN University. But this is a beautiful card that she makes. She also makes a lot of cards for soldiers. And so some of our simpler designs, she just has glommed onto. She probably already knew them, but she's just reawakened with them. And this was one. Thank you, Sherry, for so much. Here's another one. It's similar to the Cheerio inspiration. It was all kind of in there, I think. And these are such pretty colors. I thought that was a pretty card, and I know that that's also for soldiers. I love making cards for other people that I never meet, and I think Sherry does too. So thank you, Sherry. Again, this was so pretty. Just using background texture paper and a little stamp. How easy is that and pretty? Ah, here was a fun class. This was out of Crop Lab, and Crop Lab is a little extended class. It's pretty relaxed, but we do projects. This was a canvas, and Vicki we made our girls. We made us. And Vicki made hers, and she's got joy all over her dress. Is that the cutest darn thing? That's her little girl, and she put her own little spin on the on her sentiment. Get used to different, and I think that's just great. She's a big fan of The Chosen, which is a TV app series, I think, and is how you say it. And she just did so cute. One thing that Vicki has really encouraged me in is that she says that I break things down real well. And that because of that, she has a lot of confidence in doing projects she didn't think she could do. But I know she can. Thank you, Vicki. And back to Sue. This wasn't inspired by it. It looks a little bit like a Cheerio box to me after all these Cheerios box talks. And so cute with her little bees. And that's another thing with FUNN University. You can use whatever product. So if you are a Stampin' Up person, if you're a Close to My Heart person, if you're a Unity person, if you're whatever, if you only buy from Simple Simon, what is that one? Whatever you do, you can use your products. It's all very, very adaptable. And you say this one was very very out of your box. Yes, I know it was. This is not Sue's style at all, but look how cute it is. She did great. She did great. Super great. Kiss your brain. Here's another one. See, she did 4 for every class. It was great. What an inspiration. This is also a Cheerios box, I believe, and look how simple it is and great with her little feathers. She pointed out to me that she has vellum on the back, and I hadn't really noticed it, but if you look real closely, if you're not on a phone, there's vellum back there with printed feathers on it. So it's really very tied together and very, very uptown. But that's really cute. Really cute. Sweet card. Sue, keep kissing your brain. Yep, we got another one. And this is also using that same technique on shading. And look, she flipped it over on us. And so it's pointing up instead of down, which is totally outside the box. Sue, did you have your computer upside down or something for you to think of that? Because that's like really big. That's a big step for you. And I'm real proud of you. I hadn't thought of it. Doggone, students are passing the teacher up. That's all right. That's okay. It really is. But this was a really cute card too. Look at, I love how the colors are all, they all work together real well. There's no fighting of intensity or anything like that. It just all works real pretty. And I know somebody's going to like it. You like getting that card. And here we go. That is Cheerios Box 101. Nothing like being blessed by General Mills, I say. No, but seriously, isn't that cute? It doesn't have to be a hard card, does it? It doesn't. Sometimes learning to make a good card is learning how to make a simple card. And knowing placement and understanding colors and busyness and flow and focal points and things like that. And I think she did a really good job of understanding all those things. I know that when I would teach, when I'd let my phonics students do it, a card, they were so cute. They go corner, 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 blah. Then they were outside the box so totally because they just wanted to stamp and stamp and stamp, and they would open it up and stamp, 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 stamp. And then they'd turn it over and stamp, 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 stamp. And they just didn't know when to say when, but they had fun. Oh, finally a scrapbook. I think this is the only scrapbook layout that we have in homework this time. But look how cute that layout is. Oh, by the way, before I forget, I've noticed I have a store on marygunfun.com, and in that store I have I think it's 11 layout kit that you can buy. So to let everybody see the product, if they want to buy it, I made a YouTube video. Well, that darn YouTube video has been watched more than most of my YouTube videos, which isn't really saying that much, but it made me think, I think there's a lot of people that just love to look at how other people make layouts. Whether they make them or not, I don't know. But they like to see little tricks and designs, which we're learning on campus. But anyway, I think on Tuesdays, my new plan, we'll see if it works in June, is to release a video on my Facebook and YouTube of me just talking about some of my layouts that are completed, such as, look at this, I've already done Kerwin. Kerwin, oh, I think I forgot to say on Craft Roulette the other night, in April on my camera there were 103 pictures. I can't remember, I only printed 50. So I'm going to have a little bit of scrapbooking to do. But this is the first one that I did from his first day. And there's a place for his story when my daughter found him. And these were her pictures from her Facebook about come and get him and all that kind of thing. So, Kerwin, my little baby kitty, and he's doing very well. So, but look at this. Little Amy did, she had fun customizing her paper. See, that's the thing. You can customize, and she made it so it was Christmas around the world. That's just not, it would be a great kit, but, you know, kids have to be what they have to be. 103, yes, 103. That was just in April, Doug. So there's a few more. And I had gotten rid of some of the pictures. So he's he's learned how to be photogenic. Like, he'll pose now. When we first got him, he was so squirrely. He was just like this little Tigger and springy all over. Look, she's got a couple things to point out on here is just how she tied so many themes together and did a super job. We have something called foundations that we jump off of, which are just basic layout designs. And then we make them into new layout designs, and we call those extended. So those are all digitalized, and they're all on campus. And it's a great thing that it ties this all together. Also, we have a step seven-step program for scrapbooking, which keeps us all in line, and we have several ways to support you during the month to keep you scrapbooking. If you were ever in my scrapbook club, it's nothing like that. We'll just suffice it to say. And then there's Sue's close-up of her colorful canvas. Look at that hair, would you? I think it's waxy flax, and it's curling. And her crown. You gotta love the crown. She does. She's a Mary Kay girl. Look at those lips. I don't know what color lipstick that is, but I'm sure she's got a name for it. So, oh, Amy says she loves the steps. I do too. I do too. It just gives you our thing is giving systems and support and foundations and a framework to work in. So, oh, you do have a color for that, Sue? What color lipstick is that, girl? But look at Sue. She's so cute. Helping people makes this world a better place. We could use more Sues. The canvases are super cute. And Sue, this class was like 2 hours, bless her heart, and she was kind of excited about it and happy about it, and she watched the class twice and to get the tips and things. So it was really fun that she would be that diligent. But I think that's just such a Sue. I love it. That's so not. She would never have made that on her own, would you? Would you have ever made that on your own? But do you love it? That's kind of what I want to know. They are fun. We have done some. There's also a library at FUNN University of all the classes, most of the classes that we have done. We took out some of the scrapbooking ones that were dedicated to kits because they were the kits weren't available anymore, and they were dumb because of that. So they were not, it took away the value. So, but we still use paper from kits and whatnot. But what was I going to say? Oh, we have a library, and so it has all of, nope, she says she wouldn't have done it on her own. Yes, pull her up by her little sparkly nose. No, she's actually a willing participant. And, but in the library, there's teacher's notes that have timestamp notes on them, and they're pretty. I talk this much in teacher's notes, but it's easier because you don't have to look at me with my bad hair, which I really do want a baseball cap. Gotta do something about that. Okay, this one is Sherry's, and poor Sherry, I said something to her about it, that little darling elephant just needed to pop up a little bit, and she just fretted and fretted. You're gonna see though that she came through, and maybe not fret, but she did work so hard to get him to pop up. But look how beautiful that background is. It just blew me away how pretty it was. And I kind of lost the elephant in it, and I didn't want that little elephant to get lost. So I did say something. Usually I don't say too much, but I think she's happy. Sherry, are you here tonight? I think she was happy with the things that she changed. But yeah, those are some really good fun colors, and she's got a bunch of grandkids, and so I think she can use stuff like this all the time. But it's so cute, and she did a great job. I like it. And there it is again. She did 2 of them, and they're a little bit different. And there's that little elephant again. Doesn't he kind of look like Dumbo? He needs a magic feather. But it's so cute. And so wait until you see what the other one's like. This is one from Amy again. This was inspired by, no longer are we inspired by Cheerios, even though we're still yellow. This one was inspired by butter and cracker boxes. And so the cracker box that I used had crackers all along the bottom. So she put those cheese triangles down at the bottom and to be the crackers, and crackers and cheese that just all go together. And then she had, anyway, because of the way the box was laid out, she did a great job of using it, but stretching it to work for her with her own little style and her own little products and moment. And if Amy may never make this card again, but she's got some chops now that she can do. We were doing a class on long ones, tall boys, slim lines or something. I don't know, but it was fun. It's a funny stamp set, and you did You did very good justice. You did justice to it. This was cute too. This was also, she was just inspired by the kitchen. And over on the right, you can see if they have an option on the homework submission to make a private note to me and then a public note. And these are the public notes that you're seeing in the showcase. But she has a cute little story about this. I hope, you know, she could make a whole little scrapbook thing about this, just this little card. But she has these little olives there, which I think is just so cute. And she was inspired by Thai curry sauce. So red curry paste, and we have some, I'm pretty sure. I'll have to talk to Stephen about it, but because he's the cook, I eat plain. But another funny pun stamp set. They are fun. I like them. And she did great. Look at the coloring on that. She did really great. And then she's got some gems for some hearts that stick out. Nice touch. Plus a little banner inside. She's got it all together, that Amy. Give her some hearts, guys. These are great cards. Do you think these are great cards? And canvases? I think they're just fabulous. Here's one that Sue did. And this was a little technique we learned with the sliding shading thing. Also in one of the long boys with the cracker box. So this was inspired by a cracker box, and I like it. I like it a lot. I like how she pulled the stars over, and she's got a little bit of yellow in there from the cracker box inspiration. And this is just a really sharp card. Sue may have made this one on her own without me, but there's more to it. There's a couple things going on there. They're so subtle, but they were involved in class. And you pulled it off, girl. You just pulled it off. That's all I can say. Kiss your brain. That's a good card. Here's another one. This was also inspired by, I can't remember. Yeah, I know. I want to go back and do some of those techniques again too when I see them. I can't remember. This must have been. This isn't the Cheerio box. I can't remember which class. When there's 12 cards a month, I get them even right now. I get them a little confused because I've got 12 more right now to do in June, and they're gonna be so good. They're so fun, and I have July already figured out. I mean to tell you, I'm so inspired by you guys. I just think of you so much and want to do my very, very best for you. So, but look how pretty that is with the sunflowers and the red. It's a strikingly pretty card. This is the cracker one? Okay, this is the cracker one. I didn't think it's long, so it's crackers. And it is really, really sharp. It's got a lot of intensity to it that fits Sue. Nicely, though. Nicely. Yeah. It doesn't, well, see, that's part of the inspiration, right? Of having a cracker box. It doesn't translate completely. You get to pick elements out of it. That's part of the class. And you pulled it off, girl. Here we go. We got some crackers there. It looks like Triscuits. I told her that the other day. I said, oh my gosh, it looks like Triscuits. And this, see their little, her little ribbon. She often does that. So this was real cute with the little cracker inspiration, but it's I think this is an A2 size card. So you translated it down and you put some pretty paper on it. I bet this may have been hard to figure out and get comfortable with it and make yourself happy, but you pulled it off. And this is a good looking card. You know, squares are very fun to play with. Geometric shapes are very fun to play with, and I think we're going to do some pretty soon. Look out, July. Okay, this was another line. This was inspired by a long one. Okay, I can't remember. But look how pretty that little rainbow is. Who cares what it was inspired by? Because it was pretty on its own. And look at the little raindrops. The raindrops are embossed hearts, I think they are. And then really nice work. Oh, I remember now. I remember how you got this. I remember. It is the cracker box, isn't it? And there was a subtleness about the cracker box that you grabbed with this card. And didn't that work out nicely? very nicely. Good interpretation, girl, and good inspiration. Oh, this is so much fun to be able to just brag on you guys. Kiss your brain. Oh, and there's Amy again. We have more students, but these guys worked hard, and these are... Oh, that was hard for you. I know, these are hard for you. Watercolor pencils are... You did it beautifully. Look at that. It looks great. I want to make some like that. I do. And then this was the Crop Lab for May, and it was a scrapbook planner. The scrapbook planner is a place that we were learning about how to... We're going to be using it more and more. About keeping our notes for our scrapbooks, layouts that we're making. And it's actually step 2 in the planner, is in step 2 of the 7-step process. I'm getting tongue-tied. And Amy did a great job. She had an old Happy Planner hanging around, she said, and she just went ahead and is going to use that. But look at that pretty heart. Leslie Benson gets a nod on that because she did that on a class that in National Scrapbooking Day in the KC Croppers. And I sat there and made it just like Kim makes hers during class, and it's cute project. And so we made that at the end of Crop Lab after we talked about our our scrapbook planner. And Amy did a beautiful job. Mine's somewhere. Mine's right here. Mine's not fancy at all, but it's going to be full of good information. There we go. There's that elephant. He's got some punch now, and he's not going to be shy. He's going to be right out there and say, hello, look at me. I'm an elephant. And, you know, it's hard to hide an elephant or make an elephant shy. And so I think I was real proud of Sherry for just working hard to make that. But she did great. He really does stand out now. He doesn't fade into that beautiful background. He stands alone with that background. And he needed some. Yeah, I know. That Sue loves it. It's just, Sue, it is bright. You're a bright colored girl. But look how cute he is. He's just adorable. So, I think you did great. is also a graduate student. I think we have 2 or 3. We have lots and lots. You earn points, and then you get to move up in rank, and it's fun. We just have fun. And looky there, she made it again with, and there he is. He's just right out there, front and center, saying, "Look at me. I am the focal point." And so I think she pulled it off. I don't know what stamp it said it is, Sue. I don't know. I don't recognize it. Sherry will tell you. I don't know, though. I don't think she's here tonight. But you can put it in the lounge. She'll answer you. She's real good at stuff like that. So, Sherry, way to fight through it. Proud of you. Kiss your brain. Here's one from, oh gosh, I think it was March. But Sue just submitted it this month. And so this was the Florals Cards Plus. We did a lot of shading on florals. And we used that really pretty Australian flower and did a lot of work on that. Used graphite and tortillons to shade it. It was a lot of fun. I love shading. But Sue, there's 3 of these, and Sue was wondering about that, where to put that yellow flower. And I had a thought with her, and I can't remember if we talked about it yet. I don't think we have. But there's one. Or should it be in the middle? Or should it be back up there? I thought there was another one down at the bottom. Whoops. And anyway, she was wondering where it would be. And my thoughts are, well, we'll talk about it. But I think you've got just, it's like that quiet elephant. We need to we've got just one little thing that I think we need to tweak, and then you're going to have such a pretty card. So, yep, we're just going to tweak it just a little bit. But that happens, right? And that's what's fun. I have those cards too. And I see those cards in Showcase. I'm going, well, where I didn't see that. I missed that element, but it's good. This is a great learning experience, I think, to have all this out in front of us. So, and then this was also florals, and she made tulips with some ribbon, and that's your favorite little knot bow there. It's good. Did some real pretty blending in the background, and I think, did we do this in class? I can't even remember, but anyway, it was cute. I do like that ribbon for stems. I just, with a little bow for leaves. I think that's just a cute idea. And tulips, who doesn't like a tulip for that love? You got another pretty tulip card coming up here too. So, who says, I took some black and white background texture paper and used the watercolor since I couldn't find a stamp. So there you go. So you didn't, that's good. That's real good. Kiss your brain. This is a real pretty little floral one. You know, if you just add one little twist, like a slanted edge or something, it adds a lot to the dramatics of a card. And but this one's very subtle with the little polka dots all over and the polka dot ribbon, and it's your day. It would be a great card to receive. It was just real cute. And I like the white matte with the white focal point. There's just something about that sharp, you know, and it sets you up, and as my mother-in-law would have done, that's what she would have done about that card. This is the other one I was thinking about for you. I think we did that with stencils. I can't recall right off. And I think they were homemade stencils, as I recall. Yes, that's right. I think that's it. They were homemade stencils, and this was pretty, and I think I like it. I like the softness of the tulips, and I love this different color greens. I like all the different dark and lights playing around on that, and we've got our little ribbon in there. That's just a pretty little card. You did great, and that little stem trick was kind of tricky, and you pulled it off. So, again, to quote my mother-in-law, that was good. And we're back to Vicki. So, whew, that was a lot of stuff. That was fun. That was our May. That was just May. How fun is that? This week's going to be very busy on FUNN University. Tomorrow night is study hall. That's just when we get together and hang out and talk about the site. If you have questions on the site, if you have questions on a craft project you're working on, we all work together. A lot of times, oh, you like that trick? A lot of times I'll just pull something. I have a little crate that I have my study hall projects that I can just pull out and work on. What did we do last week? Oh, I don't know. No, last week was crap. So anyway, and then Tuesday, tomorrow, also you will be getting the release of Intro and Prep class for Scrapbook Lab. There will also be in the lounge your lesson prep for the class. I should have done it earlier because I didn't realize that. The dates surprised me. That we were going to start on the 1st, and then the next day was going to be a class. So anyway, I messed it up a little bit, but you'll be fine. And Amy said she loved the rainbow cards. Yeah, that was fun. You had to, okay, yeah, leave that night. Tuesday, Scrapbook Lab, and we're going to be talking about design cards and personalizing them, and I'll be making a Kerwin layout. And talking about the scrapbook planner and using the 7 steps. And then Thursday night we have our first Cards Plus, and Summer's Day is our theme this month. You just never know what there's going to come up. And then Friday we've got Craft Roulette again. I'm going to get ready for, let's see, it's almost 7:30. I will be posting my blog with the Craft Roulette entries in it probably about 8 tonight. So that'll be already done. How cool is that? And that's all automated now. It's very, very cool. If you haven't joined us for Craft Roulette, please do. It's a lot of fun. And if you are planning, if you're here tonight and you're planning to get a project in, do it quick because you'll have about 20 minutes. But you can do it. All right. Well, from the mesky desk of campus of FUNN University, thank you so much for being with us on our first student showcase. If you are a student here, put this on your wall. You need to brag about yourself. You did great, and I want them to know how much I appreciate you and how proud I am of you. So, I am Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, founder and head professor of FUNN University, wishing you a wonderful, wonderful night, and hope to see you on campus or at Craft Roulette. Bye-bye.